Hey guys, Jen Loves Wrestling here. I hope you're having a great day. Hope you are all staying happy, healthy, and safe out there. And we're going to jump right into it. We got a lot to cover on this video. We're going to start with NXT UK, because they had a solid show. Very good stuff. Amel defeated Myla Grace, and I think that the story here is that I'm a big fan of Amel. I love her. I've loved her since WXW. Myla Grace is one to watch, though. She had a strong debut showing there, so keep your eye on that girl too. Charlie Dempsey, you guys know I was waiting for his return. Defeated Danny Jones. Charlie Dempsey. Anytime he is on my screen, I am super happy, and they just keep giving him people that he mixes so well with. This was another great pairing. Love this match. Love Charlie Dempsey. Another victory for him. Big future. Amazing, amazing wrestler. Noam Dar versus Tyler Bate for the Heritage Cup. This was a really good match. But the story was, of course, in the ending, in the finish, brilliantly executed. Really, really enjoyed this. Pretty Deadly came out to ringside during the final round of this match. If you guys don't know, if you're not familiar with NXT UK, this is a British round style matches. It goes to 6 rounds if there hasn't been a 2 pinfalls prior to that to determine a winner. This match can go as long as 6 falls, and it did in this case, and you knew it would. I mean, I was maybe thinking it was actually even going to go into overtime, as some of these matches have done, but they went the whole 6, and the deciding fall was so well done. Pretty Deadly came out, distracted Trent. Trent had, as you know, Mustache Mountain comes out with those towels. They throw them around their neck. They throw them around the ring ropes. They got the towel. Trent's got the towel. He's in altercation with Pretty Deadly. They're all, waving their arms all over the place, going crazy. Trent doesn't even notice. He throws the towel back, but where does it land? This looked to the referee like Trent was throwing in the towel for Tyler Bate. Referee's decision is final. Trent tried to explain to Tyler that is not what happened. Nonetheless, that towel ended up in that ring via Trent Seven's hands. And as a result, your new Heritage Cup champion, Noam Dar. Congratulations, Noam. I love that. Let's jump over to SmackDown. I love that this show opened with Shotzi having a match against Charlotte Flair. This was great. This was Charlotte talking about, we need new talent. I want new people to come up and get their opportunities. And Shotzi Blackheart came out and was like, hey, Charlotte, you've never faced me before. So they had a match, and it was really great to see Shotzi have a full-length match to open this show. She looked great in there, and that was good stuff. Another thing that I really like on SmackDown that they've been doing is the interaction between Paul Heyman and Kayla Braxton. They just look like they enjoy this so much. They have amazing on-screen chemistry. I'm really loving their interactions. This has been really fun for a while now. But this was Paul Heyman responding to Brock Lesnar's suspension in typical Paul Heyman way, which was we didn't really know how to read him. He wasn't exactly clear on how he felt. But Kayla continues to pressure him, and this is all good stuff here. Kayla and Paul Heyman, great stuff. Paul Heyman split in the middle between Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns, great stuff. I'm just really enjoying all of that. Hit Row serenading King Woods on a backstage segment. This was great just because Hit Row really needs to establish themselves as babyfaces, and there is no better way to do it than chumming up with New Day. So this was great to see. It was a really fun side of Hit Row instead of coming out. And of course, they're always spitting those bars. They're always going hard on us and all that kind of stuff. But this was like I don't want to say a softer side, but it was nice. They were paying respect to the New Day. So that was really cool to see. But I really enjoyed that. I think that was a really smart decision to have Hit Row do that. Madcap Moss and Baron Happy Corbin. Catch myself on that one. Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick Boogs in a trick or street fight. Catch myself on that one too, because this was the Halloween episode, 2 days before Halloween. which just, we continue the fun here. This just from top to bottom, honestly, was a really fun episode of SmackDown. I had a feeling it would be, just the Halloween edition, and it's just, that's my holiday. I love it. Halloween, near and dear to my heart. You guys know I said in the last video, got my horror stuff rocking year round. Got my Chucky. You seen Chucky in the thumbnail. And Chucky last week in my video too, so if you missed that, make sure you check that out. Little cameo by Chucky. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, to the Trick or Street fight. Yeah, let's just continue with the Halloween theme. There were pumpkins, there were skeletons, there was even Humberto Carrillo and Angel Garza interfering in this match using candy corn canes. Candy corn kendo sticks. So that it was very enjoyable. And Moss and Corbin picked up the win on that one. And so then, of course, if you're going to have an amazing episode of SmackDown, you want to put your best foot forward. You want to have something that we can all enjoy on this nice holiday weekend. You're going to main event this show with the New Day versus the Usos, because that never, ever, ever misses, and it never gets old. And New Day picks up the win here to cap off SmackDown. But this was a fantastic episode, fantastic match. Love this show. From top to bottom, honestly, in my opinion, and just because it was leading into the Halloween weekend too, and I really just, it just kicked off that spirit and that mood for me. One of my favorite shows of the week. I love this. Not too much to talk about on Raw. I just want to bring up a couple things. Speaking of royalty, like we were with Xavier Woods ending the show, I want to talk about how much I enjoyed Carmella and Zelina Vega defeating Nikki Ash, and Rhea Ripley. Even though I love Nikki and Rhea, I really like Mella and Zelina as a team. And I also think that this made them look really good, future contenders for the titles. And I am all for that because I'm a big fan of all four of these ladies, and I'd love to see them have another go at it. This was, in my opinion, a great match, and it's really nice to see Zelina getting this kind of a spotlight. I'm a fan of all four of these ladies, so what can I say? Go Queen Zelina, go everybody in this match. I love it, and I'm glad that they won because this will be a future title shot for them. Big E, speaking of the New Day, of course, defeated Kevin Owens to close out Raw in a very, very interesting fashion. This, to me, was the thing that kind of made you sit up in your chair at the end of Raw. And both Raw and SmackDown, honestly, had extremely strong finishes. As did NXT and NXT UK as well. But just the two premier main, most known shows closed really well. And especially Raw, a long 3-hour show. You want to take it off the air with something really interesting. And this was something really interesting to me. I'm going to talk real quick about the finish of this match. So, Big E defeated Kevin Owens, and how this came about was, there was a moment where Seth Rollins came to ringside. He was floating around ringside for a little bit, floating around commentary for a little bit, trying to get all up in their business, and he ended up doing just that. He ended up attacking Big E. Kevin Owens, he did see this, and it was very clear that he did see this happen, and hesitated for a moment, about whether or not he should capitalize and take advantage of this. The hesitation cost him and resulted in Kevin Owens rolling him up. Big E rolling up Kevin Owens for the victory. And after the match, Big E was not happy. He's like, you saw what happened. You know what Seth did. Kevin grabbed the mic, very apologetic, and he said, "I did not see what happened, and I am sorry." Only one of those things could possibly be true. First of all, you're contradicting yourself. You said you didn't see anything wrong happen, but yet you're sorry. So what are you sorry for if you didn't see anything? That would mean you didn't do anything wrong. He clearly saw it, which is why this is so multifaceted and interesting to me. Big E was not accepting this apology, attacked Kevin Owens, and you know what? It's kind of gray area. Whether this was right or wrong, and who's right or wrong here, because Kevin was very authentically and genuinely apologetic, but the problem is he was also lying, because he did see the attack from Seth Rollins to Big E. Now, was Big E justified in attacking Owens after the match? We'll leave that for you to decide, and we will move on to NXT. Okay, so I just want to talk about a couple things right here because we're going about 10 minutes in this video and I wanted to do a short one, but you know, that don't always happen. So, one of the highlights of this episode for me was, like, this just, NXT is just an example of comedy done right. And I'm not a huge fan of comedy in wrestling, but Zion Quinn versus Robert Stone was something I was not ready for. And I was not prepared for this to be a song and dance battle before they had an actual match. I thought Zion Quinn was actually going to be a good singer. He was a decent singer. The dancing was fun. I was just, so funny. It's just my kind of humor. I don't know. I got a kick out of that segment. It really perked me up. I really enjoyed that. Speaking of things I enjoy, Dakota Kai made her return at Halloween Havoc, and she made her entrance this week on NXT. New music, new Dakota, new crazy, and I love it. I love every version that there has ever been of Dakota Kai, and I love this one just as much. The new music is awesome. I love it. Finally, some new music we can get behind. And the psychotic thing she's got going on, even the way she moves, the way she walks, she really has it down. Loving this. Andre Chase, another, obsessed with this guy. Another comedic genius. Really, really into Chase University. I am a fan of him. Alright, so real quick, the last thing I want to talk about was the moment that stopped us all in our tracks. The interaction, the moment, the stare that shocked the world. The little bit of interaction. Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. Oh, did that touch our DIY hearts or what, you guys? Oh my god. So how this came about, in case you didn't see it, Ciampa was wrapping up his segment and Johnny was coming out for his. He had a tag team match, him and Dexter Lumis versus Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes, in which Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes were actually victorious in this match via shoe from Trick Williams to the back of Dexter's head. I still want to talk about this moment with Ciampa and Johnny. Can anybody read lips? Because I want to know what Johnny Gargano said to Ciampa. But Ciampa had his back turned to the entranceway, and Johnny slowly walked out. You heard the Waves music, and you seen Ciampa there, and you're like, whoa. And then Johnny walks up to him, and they stared at each other for another minute, and I was like, whoa. And I was just like, stop cold with that. Just, my DIY heart was beating. I loved it, and I love you guys, and if you loved this, I really hope you hit that thumbs up button, guys. Don't forget about it. Get a lot of views. Got to make sure you're remembering to hit that thumbs up button, remembering to subscribe, and remembering to tell your friends, too. Share me, share the love. I love you guys, and I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you next week. Love you. Bye. Mwah.